February 2025, nothing goes unseen this month, and it's time to completely embrace the resurrection of self. Let's get into it. My name's Hayley Barkla, and I channel the universe. Their message is short and succinct for February 2025. This is a month of presence. They remind us that this is a time on planet Earth not for the faint of heart, and that we have this collective will for change right now. This change energy brings with it calamity as we shift into new vibrational ways of being. So to be in true alignment with Source, we must rekindle our desire to be present. Much of our presence of late has been taken up as what we call the busy time. So that's with festivities and family in that January-December period. But now that period has moved on, and we must recommit to the self-knowing of self. It's really important that we do this during February for what's to come in March. Your guiding light must be to make your mark this year. That's a big call for 2025. And I know a lot of you feel that energy that 2025 is going to be an impactful year in your life, that there's a lot bubbling up beneath the surface. That is reflected in what's to come, and it's really making sure that we kick this year off with a bang and that we really pull back into ourselves in February so that we can set up a momentum for the rest of the year. The truth of making our mark is to completely align with our soul imprint, and that's varied for everyone. So that is about really getting in touch with what is your direction, what is your passion, what is your power. Deviate from yourself ever so slightly, they say, and we will feel this onslaught of pain and panic reverberate through the collective. So we're in this together. What I do, what you do, affects everyone around us. We really must join up for our wholeness of truth to shine. This alignment of truth shifts consciousness. I'll repeat that. The alignment of truth shifts consciousness. So you can understand the power that we all hold by realigning to our self-truth and how we can help humanity all together realize our grand truth. They say batten down the hatches. Truth dispels disbelief in a world beyond the seen and known, and with that awakens us to see so much more. I'm sure many of you watching this already have that awareness that there's more than meets the eye in the world, but to do that collectively, that's the end game, isn't it? So all the work we do on ourselves, as we know, affects the collective. In seeing our own truth, though, it can be a murky ride. The universe says self-reflection is a bitch. Allow it in with willingness and a sledgehammer, ready to obliterate the walls of fabrication we all erect around ourselves. And that is true. That is the perceptions, the distorted perceptions, the non-truths that we experience ourselves, we reflect onto others. All of that needs to break down. All of that needs to shift in this month. It is now for your collective to be present. If that is one message for February, it is presence. We need to resign all expectation of anything else. It is a month to embrace the energy of wholeness in self. And be ready. Use this month, because as we come into March, it then expels this energy that we've built into action, and grand action at that. In February, take these measures for your survival. So, you are all that exists is to become your mantra. You are all that creates is to become your mindfulness. And you are embracing your whole truth is to become your modus operandi. These are the words to live by as you face the reality that you are all that exists. This is so important for us to understand as we shift consciousness. We are all that exists. And those words, if you want a copy of those, there'll be a link below, and you can download the full channeled message from my website. But it's probably a great month to journal, note down feelings. If you're more of a talker and you like to talk into your phone, really use that mantra. Be really conscious of the fact that I am the creator in every moment, and really embracing our own truth in everything that we do. So that means operating from a space of joy, of fulfillment, of empowerment, not doing things, and I don't mean, the dishes need to be done and shit like that. Yeah, but really not not putting ourselves in spaces where it feels disharmony within our heart, within our being. That, that's not something to embrace in February. We may well have done that in December, January. A lot of people have obligations to be around family and festivities that maybe they don't want to be around, or that are draining for their energy. February is not the time for that. February is the time to be solely, truthfully content and at peace and in presence within. Once you start peeling back those layers of self, they want us to get into these questions. So this is running through February. What is your truth then? And how do you wish to express yourself? When you barrel into the later moments of March and beyond, where we get that momentum, we're really starting to shift into that mark of who we want to be this year. Truth expounds the debris within your being and within your experience. Truth will always set you free, but be willing and ready for the release. These are the qualifying questions they want you to ask in your readiness for March as we come to the end of February. Have you forgiven the one that created your reality? Have you inspected the one that created your reality? And have you adored the one that created your reality? Those three questions I think are really powerful, and something to run through the background of your mind, that they're the ultimate goal of where we want to get to in February. Have I reflected on myself? Do I know myself? Have I forgiven myself? Do I love myself? Do I understand myself? These moments of self-reflection are really, really important. They say love and hate need to be embraced within the self and of the self before the end of February arrives, or suffer the turmoil that befalls in March's expanding energetic. Expand without this truth of self, and you will find that you can no longer be at peace within your being. So best find that presence of peace before it becomes turbocharged. Just that word turbocharged gives us some kind of indication of what's coming this year. So take the time, take their advice, really have those moments of self-reflection and presence and consciousness in all that you undertake during that month of February. Journal, journal, journal. I probably can't say it enough. Journal. It's really hard to have self-reflection and hold those feelings of self-reflection and witness your self-reflection without some kind of measure. And if journaling's not your thing, draw. Whatever that is, have some kind of physical record this month so that you can really reflect on those ending questions to the end of the month to see, have I actually done that work? Have I really spent time in presence with myself? Because you're not only affecting yourself, you're affecting the collective. And we all should be helping each other right now. I'll be back with more messages. The universe sends its love and good cheer.